The Secret Garden of Love. Nestled in the heart of an ancient forest, shrouded in mystery and magic, lay the secret garden of love. The year was 2400, and this enchanted place had remained hidden from the eyes of the world for centuries, known only to a select few who guarded its secrets with their lives. It was a place where love blossomed in the purest form, untouched by the chaos of the outside world. The garden was said to have been created by the legendary sorceress, Ilara, whose love for a mortal man defied the laws of nature. To preserve their love, Ilara used her magic to cultivate a garden where time stood still, and love thrived eternally. The garden was hidden by a powerful enchantment, making it invisible to those unworthy of its magic. In the village of Ilaria, named after the sorceress, lived a young woman named Lyra. She had always been drawn to the tales of the secret garden, fascinated by the idea of a love so pure and enduring. Lyra was different from others in her village. While they were content with their mundane lives, she yearned for adventure and something more meaningful. One day, while exploring the dense forest that bordered Ilaria, Lyra stumbled upon an ancient book buried beneath a thick layer of moss. The book was adorned with intricate designs and symbols that seemed to glow faintly in her hands. As she opened it, a gust of wind rustled the pages, revealing a map and a series of cryptic instructions. Lyra's heart raced with excitement. She knew this was no ordinary book, it was a guide to the secret garden of love. With determination in her heart, she decided to follow the map and uncover the secrets that had eluded her village for generations. The journey was arduous and filled with challenges. The forest seemed to conspire against her, with paths that twisted and turned, leading her astray. But Lyra's resolve was unshakable. She navigated through dense thickets, crossed treacherous streams, and climbed steep cliffs, driven by the hope of finding the magical garden. After days of relentless pursuit, Lyra reached a clearing bathed in the soft light of the setting sun. In the center stood a towering oak tree, its branches forming an archway that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. As she stepped through the archway, the air around her shimmered, and she found herself standing at the entrance of the secret garden of love. The garden was more magnificent than Lyra had ever imagined. It was a symphony of colors and fragrances, with flowers that bloomed in hues she had never seen before. Birds with iridescent feathers sang melodious tunes, and a gentle breeze carried the scent of blooming roses. At the heart of the garden was a crystal-clear lake, its surface reflecting the sky like a mirror. Lyra wandered through the garden, her heart swelling with awe and wonder. She felt a sense of peace and belonging she had never known before. As she approached the lake, she noticed a figure standing by the water's edge. It was a man, tall and handsome, with eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of ages. "Welcome, Lyra," the man said, his voice as soothing as the garden itself. "I have been waiting for you." Lyra was taken aback. "How do you know my name?" she asked. The man smiled. "I am Aemon, the guardian of the secret garden. I have been watching over this place for centuries, waiting for someone worthy to find it." "You are that person, Lyra." Lyra felt a rush of emotions. "But why me?" she asked. Aemon's gaze softened. "Because you possess a heart pure and untainted by the world's darkness. Your love for life and your yearning for something greater brought you here. The garden chooses those who are destined to experience its magic." As days turned into weeks, Lyra and Aemon spent their time exploring the garden and sharing stories of their lives. Lyra learned about the history of the garden, the love between Ilara and her mortal lover, and the magic that sustained it. She also discovered that Aemon was not just a guardian but a part of the garden's magic, bound to it by Ilara's enchantment. Aemon had been a mortal man once, deeply in love with Ilara. When the time came for him to leave the mortal world, Ilara used her magic to bind his spirit to the garden, ensuring that their love would endure for eternity. Aemon's presence in the garden was a testament to the power of love and the sacrifices it demanded. As Lyra and Aemon grew closer, a bond formed between them, one that transcended time and space. They spent their days basking in the beauty of the garden, and their nights under a canopy of stars, sharing their dreams and fears. Lyra felt a love she had never known before, a love that was pure and unconditional. But as the days passed, Lyra began to feel a pull towards the outside world. She knew she couldn't stay in the garden forever, no matter how much she wanted to. The garden was a place of magic and wonder, but her life was in Ilaria, where her family and friends awaited her return. One evening, as they sat by the lake, Lyra turned to Aemon, her heart heavy with the decision she had to make. "Aemon, I have to go back," she said softly. "I can't stay here forever." Aemon nodded, his eyes filled with understanding and sadness. "I knew this day would come," he said. "The garden is a place of refuge, but it is not meant to be a prison. You have a life to live, Lyra, and a destiny to fulfill." Lyra's eyes filled with tears. "But what about us?" she asked. "I don't want to leave you." Aemon took her hand in his touch warm and reassuring. "Our love will endure, no matter where you are," he said. "The garden's magic will always be with you, and so will I. Remember the lessons you've learned here and carry them with you. Love is the greatest magic of all, and it will guide you wherever you go." With a heavy heart, Lyra said her goodbyes to Aemon and the garden. As she stepped through the archway, she felt a rush of emotions, a mix of sorrow and hope. The world outside seemed brighter and more vibrant, as if the garden's magic had infused it with new life. Lyra returned to Ellaria, her heart forever changed by her experiences in the secret garden of love. She shared her story with the villagers, who were awed by her tale of love and magic. The garden remained a secret, known only to Lyra and those she deemed worthy of its knowledge. Years passed, and Lyra lived a full and meaningful life, guided by the lessons she had learned in the garden. She found love and happiness, and her heart remained pure and untainted by the world's darkness. She knew that the garden's magic was always with her, a reminder of the power of love and the sacrifices it demanded. One day, as Lyra stood at the edge of the forest, she felt a familiar presence beside her. She turned to see Aemon, his eyes filled with the same warmth and love she had known in the garden. "Welcome back, Lyra," he said, his voice as soothing as ever. Lyra smiled, her heart swelling with love and joy. "I've missed you, Aemon," she said. Aemon took her hand in his, and together they stepped through the archway, returning to the secret garden of love. The garden welcomed them with open arms, its magic stronger than ever. Lyra and Aemon knew that their love was eternal, bound by the magic of the garden and the power of their hearts. And so, in the heart of an ancient forest, shrouded in mystery and magic, the secret garden of love continued to thrive, a testament to the enduring power of love and the sacrifices it demanded. It remained hidden from the eyes of the world, known only to those who were worthy of its magic, a place where love blossomed in the purest form, untouched by the chaos of the outside world. Lyra and Aemon's love story became a legend in Ellaria, passed down through generations as a reminder of the magic that lay hidden in the world and the power of love to transform lives. The secret garden of love remained a place of wonder and enchantment, a sanctuary for those who believed in the magic of love and the beauty of the human heart.